welcome into this video. Now, this is not going to be some entertainment type video. And what I mean by this is I'm not going to be saying, oh, go ahead and do drop shipping, or go ahead and do this type of SMMA, or follow this different business, because none of that is actually going to teach you how to get rich. It's literally just entertainment. Watching E-Man Guards You videos on the top 10 business models to start for beginners is nothing but entertainment. It's not actually teaching you anything. It's to get your mind coursing with dopamine so that you'll like the video, because that's what gets him paid. Now, this is literally what he said himself. His videos are entertainment, nothing else. And so this video is not going to be like that. I'm not going to tell you the top 10 business models to start as a beginner. I'm going to give you real, genuine advice. There's 4 main topics that we're going to be covering. 4 actual topics which will get you rich. And then there's going to be a secret little bonus one at the very end. Now, you can scroll away from this video if you want, because it's too hard to watch, because there's no fast edits and high-paced music. But if you genuinely want to get rich, you will have the impulse control to sit still and watch this video. In fact, if you genuinely want to get rich, go into your phone settings, not your phone settings, but the YouTube video settings. So tap on the screen, and then tap on the little settings icon, which should be up in this sort of corner, and then tap lock screen, so that when you tap your screen, nothing happens. You can't scroll around looking for other videos, you can't read the comments, you can't tap and swipe up. You have to just sit here and watch this video. So there's 4 points, and then there's another 5th point that we're going to cover. So let's get straight into it. So the first and the biggest and most important tip is to fix your mental health, is to improve your mental health. Because if you cannot have a clear, focused, dedicated mind, you really can't get anything done. Except doing things like journaling and meditating, although they are good, they're not actually fixing the problem. So just journaling or just meditating or just going on hikes, that's solving the symptoms. That's solving the symptoms of the disease. So if you had, for example, cancer, and you were really sick and you were throwing up, if you went to the doctor and the doctor gave you anti-sickness medication, yeah, maybe you would stop throwing up. Maybe that would fix that symptom, but you're not fixing the actual disease that's causing it, and that will destroy your life. So just journaling and just meditating is fixing the symptoms. You need to actually fix the root cause of this. So Charlie Morgan, an 8-figure entrepreneur, broke down this entire topic in a 2-hour-long video. Now, I'm not going to take 2 hours to explain this topic. I will try and shorten it down as best as I can, but I will link the full video that he made so that you can watch it yourself. But the main points that he talks about that you can implement really easily is to imagine your life as 2 different people. You've got one who builds everything and one who destroys everything. Now, you on a good day are building, you are learning, you are disciplined, you are consistent. The other day, it is your traumatized self that is destroying everything. Now, what I mean by this is you have this person and he has his beliefs. You have a second version of yourself, which you may not even know really exists, but it has different beliefs, and it will only allow you to live within those beliefs. So if you have a traumatized past, like pretty much most people have, if you're watching this video, you have some childhood trauma, because you're different. Otherwise you wouldn't have watched this far through the video. So you need to figure out what that is and try and alleviate that trauma, because that version of you still lives inside of you. And every now and then you turn back into that little child who has his own beliefs of what you can accomplish. So you may be in your new brain and thinking that you can build and you can work, but then every now and then you'll go back into that young child who thinks that he can't do anything. And so he doesn't do anything because he doesn't think he can. So he destroys everything that you just built. That's why you switch between these 2 different states on and off. And yes, journaling and meditating will alleviate some of it, but again, it's fixing the symptoms, not the disease. So fix your mental health. If you want, get a therapist or do some shadow work. Go down and alleviate the trauma. Relax your younger self and the destructive version of yourself so that it's less destructive. Because the more you can build and the less you destroy, the more you'll build over time. But if you only focus on building more, you're going to still destroy more, if that makes sense. And so that is the first main point, your mental health. Fixing the disease, not the symptoms. So the second thing that we're going to talk about is a savings fund. Now, this may sound counterintuitive. You're trying to get rich. Why am I trying to save any money? Obviously, you're on this path of self-improvement and entrepreneurship. You know that saving isn't going to get you rich. But there is a slim caveat to that. Obviously, saving every single dollar that you make will not get you rich. But having a savings fund of minimum $5,000 to $10,000 is going to give you this level of confidence, this extra layer of safety net. If you're climbing up the Eiffel Tower and you're not clipped into anything, you might fall and it might be all over completely. But having that savings fund is hooking in a clip so that even if you fall, you've got something there to catch you. Now, again, you may be thinking that this is some dumb advice because you may be thinking that this is a plan B, and planning for failure is planning to fail. But this isn't planning for failure. This is literally just being a smart entrepreneur, because you may not fail, but you may still need $5,000 that you don't have. But if you had the savings funds, you would. So it's hooking in a carabiner, an extra safety line into your life, essentially. So that even if you were to fail, you're still held on. Meaning you have this extra layer of just, to be frank, fuck off energy, where you don't actually really care anymore because you've got that safety net. You know that if shit hits the fan, you're going to be good. So it's just this extra layer of confidence. So when you're working, you're going to have this extra layer of confidence. When you're going out to socialize, you're going to have this extra layer of confidence. And having all of this confidence behind your new and improved mental health is going to allow you to do so much more work. And it's literally that simple. That's the second point completely. Just having a savings fund which you never touch, ever. You never ever use that $5,000 or $10,000 until you literally have to. Fast for an entire day before you spend money from that savings account on food. That's how you need to treat it. Now, point number 3 is, now that you've fixed your mental health and you've got a good amount of savings and you're hopefully starting to make a good amount of money, how do you spend that money? And there are 3 main ways that you can spend money. Spending it. So spending it on cars, watches, dinners, anything that you want, but spending it. Not using it for good, just getting rid of it. This is the most stupid way that you can ever spend money. If you make $100,000 through your business, you can spend $100,000 on a car, and that's it. No more money. Now, if the car messes up, you're completely broke. So don't ever just spend your money, because it's dumb. The second way is saving it or keeping it safe. Now, obviously, you know saving isn't going to get you rich, but having the money is better than spending it on things that are going to lose you money. Now, things that you can do to actually save it as a real investment to actually make you get rich instead of just trying to have it in a bank account is to buy property. Buying property is keeping your money safe. It's not really a way to make more money. It's more or less just to keep your money safe to match inflation. But if you want to actually turn your money into more money, you need to be multiplying that money. And that's the third way that you can spend money. So multiplying your money through things like learning, so coaches or mentorship programs, reading books, buying books, and just overall development. So development of you, of your company, of your product, of your service, spending money to increase the quality, the quantity, or the speed of your service delivery or whatever is always going to yield more returns than if you buy a Lamborghini. And so find ways that you can multiply your money through your own business. So learn how to build a better system. Learn how to hire better people to do the easier jobs for you. Learn how to manage people better. Learn how to think. Learn how to learn. Learn and develop. That is the best thing that you can ever spend money on. But there is a secret little fourth topic on how you can spend money. Once you have multiplied money and you're constantly multiplying money, say you're multiplying 50% of your money. So 50% of the revenue or the profits, that your business makes, you reinvest on development. The other 50%, break it down to 25% you save. The other 25% you should buy on investments. So properties or stocks or crypto, which we're going to get into in the next topic. But the reason you do this is the return you make on that money, that's what you spend. Most people make money through their business and they spend that money. Other people who are more smart make the money and then they save it. People who are more smart make the money, reinvest it into the business to make even more money, and then they spend that. But the really, really smart people will make the money, reinvest it, make even more money, buy things that will return more money, so stocks, bonds, shares or whatever, and then they'll spend that money. So now you've got two revenue sources that's making you money. So if you blow all of your money, you've still got two separate systems generating you money. Now that's what the really smart entrepreneurs would do. The second to last topic, so the fourth topic, is effortlessly getting rich. So when you now are creating so much more money with your improved mental health, your confidence boost from your savings fund, multiplying money and only spending your returns, you can now get effortlessly rich. And what I mean by that is investing in the safest cryptos ever. So Bitcoin and Ethereum. These two cryptocurrencies are never going away. They are only projected to make more money if you buy them now. And every single person knows about them. Everyone knows about Bitcoin. It's like gold. Everyone knows about it. Everyone would like to have it, but they can't afford it. So if you can afford it, the price is only ever going to go up. And as more people make money online, more people like us are going to want to buy Bitcoin. Meaning if you get in early and you buy Bitcoin, your prices will go up and you'll make even more money. So obviously don't put $1,000 into Bitcoin, because if it rises by 2%, you make what? $20. So only put money in when you've got heaps of money to invest, which is why this is going to make you so much more money. Because if you can put, say, $100,000 into Bitcoin, if the price rises by 10%, you've just made $10,000 doing nothing. Now, if you look at the projected prices of Bitcoin over 2030 and 2040, 2030, it's like $300,000 per coin. Now it's 100,000, but there's a halving coming up. So Bitcoin's probably going down to like 50,000. If you buy $50,000 worth of Bitcoin and it rises up to 300,000 by the year 2030, you've made $250,000 doing nothing. If you spent, say, $500,000 and you bought 10 Bitcoins at $50,000 and they all rose to $300,000 per Bitcoin, that's $2.5 million doing no work. That is how you effortlessly get rich. Buy things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they will over time just make you more money. Okay, this fifth and final one is more of a secret thing that's, you don't really have to do this, and it's probably not really going to make you much more money, but it's enjoying the money that you make. So like I said before, once you make money, reinvest it, buy things that make you money, spend that money. Spend that money on experiences. So fast cars, traveling or holidays, dinners with your friends and family, experiences. Doing this is going to be so much more beneficial for you and your mental health than pretty much many other things. Because this is essentially showing yourself and proving to yourself that you've done it, that you have succeeded, that you are making money. This isn't trying to make you slow down. This isn't trying to get you to stop being an entrepreneur. This is to allow yourself to realize that yes, this is all working. This is all actually working and it's all actually making me money. The more you realize the direct comparison between you working and experiences, the more you're going to work. Because if you're just trying to work and you've never experienced any riches, you don't know if that work is going to make you rich. But if you bring your experiences up to match, you'll understand that your work is making experiences. So you'll actually understand that more work is better and you'll naturally want to work more. Those are the 5 simple step plans where you can actually get rich. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please do like the video. If you want to comment anything, please do comment anything. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.